Hey, what's groovy? So for Varun have sent us their 250 watt electric bike to test out and review for you guys. So let's jump straight into the unboxing. This is the C26. It arrived extremely well packaged, as you can see. It came with a phone mount, bike lock and tyre pump, which I can't say I've seen many bikes come with all that, so that's a really nice little touch. Inside the box also was the battery charger, toolkit, the keys for the battery and the manual. As well packaged as this bike is, it was a lot to unbox. The manual was pretty easy to follow, but you will have to assemble the whole bike, so do bear that in mind. As you can see, the bike also has adjustable handlebars and a seat. Everything went together pretty easily and took about 30 minutes to assemble. The 250 watt C26 has a 55 Newton meter brushless motor, perfect for urban commuting and flat terrain. It features a 48 volt, 10.4 amp hour removable lithium battery. It fast charges within 4 to 5 hours. Not only is it easy to charge, it also has a lock and key, so a brilliant theft deterrent. The bike is also totally waterproof with protective fenders, a 100 decibel bike bell. It comes standard with a rear rack and a fixing bracket at the front for a basket. I think a basket would just make this bike look even sweeter. Plus a headlight and brake light. Firstly, let's talk about how sleek yet girly she looks. I love the brown leather seats and the handlebars. The low entry design, which is so easy to get on and off this bike. You can literally be wearing any outfit, dresses, skirts, and you're good to go. All you do is power the battery on here and turn on the 3.5 LCD screen here. I love this, is nice and large so you can see exactly what's going on. You've got your throttle to the left, and I just want to say how comfortable the handlebars are. Nothing is out of reach and all positioned well to make riding even more relaxed. Just so you can see how easy the battery is to remove. Generally, this just feels like a really effortless bike. The bike has a 7-gear system, as you saw, and a 3-pass mode, which is your pedal assist. It travels up to 25 kilometers an hour, which is the equivalent of about 15.5 miles per hour. The riding range is anything between 50 to 100 kilometers, depending on your settings, which is about 31 to 62 miles. This is the perfect commuting bike in my opinion, particularly on flat city paths. I wouldn't say this would be ideal for tackling steep hills, as the max slope on this bike is 30 degrees.
What do you think? Great dingo.
I think it's heavy.
Sheila's heavy.
It's heavy.
She's a
9 pounds.
She's a wide load. grab brake, dingo. Good suspension.
Brake test?
Brake test. That's more responsive, like.
Yeah. The dimensions of the bike are 47.2 inches tall up to the handlebars, and the length is 66.9 inches long. The bike can take up to 330.69 pounds, so plenty of play there, especially if you were gonna take some luggage with you. You wouldn't necessarily have to worry about the weight. The recommended height for this bike is 5.9 to 6.23 feet, so a huge range. And the bike itself is 59.52 pounds, so not the lightest electric bike out there, but she does look good. As you saw, the suspension was good and makes for a very comfortable ride. Although we didn't go much on the brakes, they weren't mega responsive, but they could have just needed adjusting slightly. The bike is pretty heavy at 59 pounds. I wouldn't be able to lift that onto my bike rack, but the front wheel does have a quick release, so if you're going to get that into a car or maybe into a van with a garage, that's definitely doable. Unfortunately, my van doesn't have a garage. All round, this is a really great bike and definitely a fair price. To be honest, I just love how it looks. It's got that retro bobbin style to it. It just needs that wicker basket, doesn't it? It does also come with the rear bike rack, which if I was going to travel with this bike, I would definitely put one of those pannier bags on the rack. I think they're called pannier. Obviously, I'd go for the leather satchel style just to make it look all retro and stuff, but that'd be perfect if you were parked up and you didn't want to have to lock down your van and move just to go to the shops or go into a town, so that's a nice feature. But generally it is a lovely bike. I will leave a link in the description. I don't get any commission, it's just for your benefit, so you can have a little further look at the specs, etc. But yes, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and stay groovy. Bye!